Hi, I'm Jared,
And I'm Shannon.
and we're here to give you your monthly Canvas report. What we're going to be doing is checking out the Canvas updates each month and then going through it and determining what we think is going to be the best new features that Canvas has added. So today we're going to start out by talking about the new rich content editor. Now, if you're not familiar with that term, anytime that you go to edit an assignment page or a discussion or a quiz, there's a rich content editor that pops up, and that's where you type in your text and add your images or videos or so forth. They've changed the layout of this, and it just looks a little bit different than you're used to. Also, this will be going live in December. So by December, that's going to be the only rich content editor. So right now you have a little bit of time to get used to it and play around with it and see, hey, this is pretty good, the changes that they've made here. So we encourage you to get in there and try it out. What we've been able to do for you is create some short little videos that'll help guide you through some of the icon changes that they have and how to add video and images and so forth. And you can find those in the video notes below. So Shannon, as teachers are getting ready to get started this new school year, has Canvas created anything that can help them out and look at their course?
Yes, one thing that I was excited to see in some of the updates that have come out, they've always had a course checklist, but they've made a couple different changes that I want to show you really quickly, which is this course evaluation checklist 2.0. So what they've done is they have used a star rating system. 1 star would indicate the item is an essential element or standard design component. 2 stars is best practice, and 3 stars is exemplary. And not only with the essential standards, not only have they indicated that 1 star, but they've also indicated things that are foundational. For instance, here we have a course card, which is an essential element, but not necessarily foundational. You can still have a very successful course without a course card. But so they've gone through and marked what's essential, then what's best practice, and then what's exemplary in all different categories of your course. So this is going to be a great one to take a look at to better understand where your course is at, if there are some foundational things that need to be put in place, and then if there are some areas where you can add additional features and maybe bump up to best practice or even exemplary, depending on where you are with your Canvas usage.
Yeah, and I think, Shannon, when teachers look at this checklist, they may realize that they're doing a lot of best practice things already. One of the terms that I like that they're using with essential, best practice, and exemplary is getting away from beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Those don't really determine if your course is effective or not, but best practice and essential do. So I like that change that they've made.
And I absolutely agree with that. Thank you. So Jared, after we've spent all this time getting our Canvas course set up, going through the checklist, making sure that we have everything in place and that we have a great course for our students, what are some tools that Canvas has available to our educators to know how their students are using these courses that they've spent so much time on?
Yeah, and I think that's a great question, especially as we're probably not going to see our students every day. We don't know what the year's going to look like, but we know we're going to be doing some online stuff. So being able to monitor usage and impact, I think, is really important. And Canvas has created a menu just for that. So let's pull that up so you can see it. And this allows you to track some data using analytic tools. Now, each one of the things that they list here is linked, and so you can get more detail on it. We're not going to get into everything that's on here, but I'll just show you that there's 9 items that Canvas has highlighted here that will allow you to access more data and see the impact that your course is having with student use. So Shannon, one of my favorite things in the grocery store is the bulk food aisle.
Right.
And I heard that Canvas is getting involved in bulk stuff. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
They are getting involved in bulk, and this is my favorite thing that I have seen in a while. And they've had some great updates, but this one I was really excited about. So they have now a due date bulk edit feature. So let's say that you've set up your Canvas course for the first semester, or maybe a unit, you have 5, 10 assignments created, and then all of a sudden something unexpected happens, which is every year, right? But maybe this year a little bit more than other years. So we have there now is the option where you can select all of those assignments and you could adjust the due date by a day. So you don't have to go individually and do it anymore. I was super excited to see that feature. I think that will just be like a nice time saver in the midst of everything else you've got going on this year. So I was really excited to see that one. And that is the last new one that we are going to show you for this report.
Yeah, that's a great one. So in summary, the things that we talked about today were the new rich content editor, the course evaluation checklist, the monitoring usage and impact menu, and then Shannon brought up her favorite new feature, which is the due date bulk edit.
Yes. So now if you notice, Jared and I talked about these, but we didn't necessarily show you how to use some of these. The whole point of this Canvas report isn't necessarily to be a tutorial as much as to let you know what's available, but we will always post in the description below. We will always post links to guides and video tutorials, anything that we have access to that can help to support you in whichever of these tools or all of these tools that you are interested in using in this upcoming school year. So thank you so much for tuning in to our very first Canvas report, and we will see you next month with more new features and updates from Canvas.